According to the Auditor General's report, Ghana lost 17.8 billion Ghana cedis to corruption in 2021. Given this and the rising cases of corruption, the Asogli state decided to lead a campaign to fight corruption and save the public purse. The Anti-Corruption Day celebration was therefore instituted to educate citizens to frown on corrupt activities and act as whistleblowers. The campaign, which is under the auspices of the Agbogbomefia of the Asogli state, Togbe Afede the 14th, would henceforth be part of the annual Asogli Tezan, that is the Yam Festival. Togbe Afede identified corruption as an impediment to the development of Ghana.
Now, I've reflected further on all of this as somebody who has done some economics and who has been in business for some time. Looking at all the factors militating against our development, and I came to a conclusion that the most important of all of this is corruption. Greed inspired or greed fueled corruption. Corrupt officials are termites at the woodwork, eating at the very foundations of our progress. So that is what we have to deal with. And that is why we have found it very, very important to make corruption the subject matter for today, consistent with the theme of the Yam Festival or TESA this year. Let's eschew greed and unite for the development of our country.
He also lamented the economic hardship being experienced in the country.
So our people are suffering very low standards of living that they don't have to. God has given us so much. We see where inflation is now, galloping. And we see what has happened to the city. If we hadn't done the city rejuvenation of 2007, we would have been exchanging 100,000 cedis now for the US dollar. That is how far our currency has lost value, which means that we've not been very good at managing our own affairs. We haven't met the expectations of our founding fathers.
6 anti-corruption crusaders were billed to share opinions on the state of corruption in Ghana and possible solutions to lessening its practice. An investigative journalist, Manasseh Azuri Awuni, outlined how government officials teamed up to rob the state and indicated that corruption is the major cause of Ghana's economic crisis.
If we are to progress as a people, we should begin to now take responsibility of ourselves and stop blaming the white man. That as a people, we see nothing wrong when we look at our economic crisis. Corruption is the #1 cause of the crisis. Those telling us the war in Ukraine and COVID-19, it is not true. It is corruption. COVID-19 was just an opportunity for the politicians to steal money.
A chief crusader of the Crusaders Against Corruption, Emmanuel Wilson Jr., said the 3 arms of government and public institutions have been dented with corruption. He therefore advocated for the revision of the 1992 Constitution, which allocated so much power to the executive, to one that would promote development.
What we need now is what we call developmental constitution. Developmental constitution transits the focus from political stability to development. And that is why I have said in this 4th Republic, and anytime I say it, I get people fighting me, but that is the fact. In this 4th Republic, as far as I am concerned, the best president we've had is the late Professor Atta Mills. Just on one main thing, the fact that he wanted to change the 1992 Constitution. You need someone who is spiritually upright to be that bold and say that even though the powers belong to me, that is not the right way for the society, and so I want to give the powers back to the people.
The citizenry and the media were encouraged to desist from engaging in corruption and expose persons who engage in it to nip the canker in the bud. This would help the country save billions of Ghana cedis, which would be used to finance development projects. Fred Kwame Asari, Joy News, Ho.